Please remember that in spite of our differences, different opinions, mistakes, we all struggle to do the best we can, and nobody is unaffected by hate, insecurity, and the pain it causes. I am taking a step back, reflecting, learning, turning off the comments for a bit, and focusing on my own mental health that has been on a steep decline the past year. Relatable. Videos have been extremely difficult to film for the past few months. That's never been true. So thank you for being patient with me. You never know what struggles people are going through, so please be kind and please try to remember I am human and have feelings just like you. What a lovely statement from someone that didn't show up unannounced at somebody else's house, live stream their address and post it to 5 million people. I mean, at what point do we just read things like this and go, yeah, I actually don't really feel very sorry for you, and everything that you're feeling right now has actually been a direct consequence of your actions.
That's the reality of when you put yourself out on social media. People go, hey, I don't really like it when you make mistakes. That's the trade-off for not doing bricklaying in the summer.
I wasn't going to chime in on this whole thing. It's been going for a while and I've just let it go. I've let it go, all right? But I can't help myself. I'm addicted to YouTubers doing dumb shit. I can't help myself. That's why you're here, because you can't help yourself either. I know. It doesn't matter. It's not important, and it's kind of stupid, but I can't help myself. When a multi-millionaire YouTuber does something that makes majority of the population go, hey, that was really stupid, and then they go, oh, but I'm the victim. I can't help. I'm not going to sit here and discredit someone who says that they're struggling. I think that's a really wrong thing to do, and you are going to see a lot of other YouTubers say that, but I think that it's important to believe people when they say that they are struggling. Even if they have done something wrong, it is still something that we should treat seriously and show some sympathy for. Like, I'm sure she's telling the truth. I'm sure all of the other stuff is also true about her taking a break because she's demonetized and all this other stuff to avoid controversy, and it is like a PR move as well. But I am 100% sure that every shower she's had for the last week has gone something like this. Anyway, the apology amused me so much that I just started riffing about it on Spearhead Sundays, which comes out every single Sunday on YouTube, Spotify, and all your other good podcast platforms, and also the bad ones as well. It is there. I have thought of a few different ways that I could say this or make this video or make this point, but to be honest, I couldn't have said it better than I did when I was in the red chair.
I always get so annoyed at YouTubers that are like, oh man, videos have been so hard to film recently. They were actually never hard. They were this is someone who I did this for 2 years with a crippling fucking illness and metal in my mouth, and it still was less hard than when I was healthy and I worked in a call center. Like, this is not a hard job. You need skill. You need to be technically skilled, and it's difficult to get those skills, but it's not hard, okay? I've done hard jobs. I've done laboring on building sites. I used to work in the back of a butcher. I've done call center jobs. I've done corporate jobs. I've done sales. That shit is soul destroying and body destroying, right? This is like, I have to sit in front of the computer and watch a compilation of videos of like children falling down on playground equipment. But I feel sad because people didn't like it when I showed up unannounced at a stranger's home. Yeah, sorry. I have a lot of sympathy for you. Fuck!
Look, if it's any solace, I'm not going to do a giant recap of the most recent drama, okay? Here it is in a nutshell. Jacksfilms, a really OG YouTuber, has been making fun of this girl called Sssniperwolf, who is a massive, massive YouTuber, for stealing content, doing reaction videos where she intentionally removes the credit from the people that she's reacting to.
Oh, it looks like a cartoon!
Half of the TikToks she includes either crop out the original username or just straight up don't have one.
And just generally makes unoriginal, non-transformative videos that are arguably, almost literally just stolen and re-uploaded, and she profits in the millions from doing this. Jacksfilms made a few videos about her, well, let's be honest, more than a few, and Sssniperwolf responded by showing up to his house in the middle of the night and live streaming outside of his home to her 5 million Instagram followers. And look, let's be honest, the only reason why Sssniperwolf has only now just gotten a very mild slap on the wrist is because she's a woman, okay? I don't want to get all fucking gender, politics, and culture wars into this thing, but it's so obvious what would happen if, say, I showed up to a woman's house in the middle of the night and, like, streamed it. I think that I would be in prison, and you know what? Rightfully so. It is a massive double standard, and I think it's also because she is YouTube's poster child. Like, she's been doing keynote speeches for YouTube. YouTube themselves have been kind of promoting the idea of Sssniperwolf being like the exemplary, ideal YouTube creator, because she pumps out videos every single day. They do millions of views, and she says nothing. So there's no controversy. So I don't know how she fucked up this bad. Like, literally, all she had to do was not show up at someone's house in the middle of the night, and she would be riding the money train to heaven. But if there's one thing that I know about YouTubers, it is that they are so disconnected from the real world that they have no idea what repercussions are or what a normal person is or should behave like.
I swear to God, all of these YouTubers that are struggling with their mental health, they would feel so much better if you just put them in any job you could think of for 4 months. They would go, oh, this is a mental health problem. Obviously, right? I never want to see people struggling, and I never want to see people going through stuff. But if I had to pick someone, it would be a YouTuber.
And this apology is the perfect example of this. I mean, I'm not going to go too hard on Sssniperwolf, because I'm sure when she says, you know, I'm struggling, I'm sure that is true. And I don't like seeing that. I take no joy in that. But I don't know, man. I just it annoys me when YouTubers talk about how hard their job is, because, look, it's not hard, okay? Even when you're feeling a little bit down under the weather, all right? It's not hard. It's nowhere near as hard as the jobs that 99% of your own viewership have, okay? The reason why we have jobs often is because everyone else's jobs sucks, and they need respite and entertainment from that. That's the wonderful, magical, beautiful thing about what I do, is I get to make people laugh and bring joy into their lives, especially into the people that really need it more than most, or, you know, certainly more than fucking millionaire YouTubers whose only job is to go, oh, look, a baby fell over. And then they make $20,000 a video, literally.
To use a recent example from just 3 days ago, she features 19 videos, 13 of which don't have any identifiable usernames. That means there's no way to find and support the original creators here. All of the views and all of the revenue go straight to Sssniperwolf.
A fire hydrant exploded and the water's just going everywhere.
Pretty cool.
Fuck, man, this is such an easy job. What are you doing right now?
Sitting. And looking at the whiteboard.
Yeah, and every now and then he laughs. Although, in Keeler's defense, the hard part of his job right now is that I'm not paying you. But that's the fucking thing. I'm sitting here, neither of us are making any fucking money. And I'm like, yeah, shut up, millionaire.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sad. The videos are hard. Well, take a break then. Go on holiday. I saw a video of a teacher getting curb stomped by a 16-year-old kid because she took his fucking Nintendo away. His DS or whatever the fuck it was. Unimportant. She was in a coma. Oh. That's a hard job. Bro, I used to have to focus my camera. You don't even have to do that anymore. It's autofocus. If you're not focusing the fucking camera, your job's not hard. Although we did do manual focus on this, so I might need a mental health break.
The apology now also just rings a little bit hollow, because the reason why she's also taking a break is because YouTube demonetized her channel temporarily for showing up at someone else's house, which, you know, it goes without saying, if that was anybody else, any dude doing this to a woman, or even just any person who's less successful on YouTube, if they did this, they would have their channel deleted and blacklisted from multiple social media platforms, not just YouTube. So you're probably going to see a lot of videos from YouTubers going, oh, she's just lying about this, she's making it up. And I think that's not true. You know, I do feel a little bit of sympathy for this woman. I'm sure she is actually struggling and going through it. But ultimately, you know, the backlash that she's receiving, it's entirely warranted. And I think that's the most difficult part about it, is like, you can't even in your own head go, no, I can't be wrong. It's every single other person on the planet who is wrong. Actually, if anyone can be that delusional, it is 100% a YouTuber. What platform am I uploading this to?
Oh, I have to sit down in the red chair and talk for an hour. Oh, woe is me. I might Uber Eats coffee. I need a break. Videos have been so hard to film recently. They've never been hard. The only person standing in front of a camera filming that has a hard job are all of those 9 out of 10 women that are in Gaza right now wearing a fucking UN helmet, all right? That's a hard job. That's a fucking hard job. Oh, fuck, rockets! I hope the Iron Dome works. Videos have been so hard to film recently. That's a difficult job, but they're not, I wouldn't call them YouTubers.
They don't get paid very much for it either.
They should get paid a lot.
They don't get that, like, risk money.
Why does a miner from Perth get hazard pay, but the woman with rockets flying overhead not? Doesn't make sense to me. Unless, you know what? How about this? Let's go full QAnon. It's a green screen. Gaza isn't even real. Has anyone been there? I haven't. You know how I know I'm not that famous? You know I know I'm not that famous?
That's it from me. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Thank you so much for the comments and all of the likes, all the nice messages that I've been getting on the last 2 videos I put out. I really am working hard, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels easy, it feels natural, it feels fun. And I wasn't planning on doing this video, but man, I'm on a roll. I'm enjoying this. I'm having fun. I'm being silly. And I hope you guys are liking it too. Subscribe and check out the Spearhead Sundays podcast. It comes out every single Sunday. And I love it so much. And I want you to check it out because I just think it's fun, man. All right. So I'll talk to you on Sunday when the podcast comes out and then on here in a couple of days. See you later.